All right, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and fellow fishing accomplices, good morning, and welcome back to fishing. So, yeah, we are still in the last third of July, and it is getting hot out. And yeah, we're about to get some fishing action accomplished. We are fishing locally today because the weather looks like it might go south second half of the day. I don't know. I've heard that many a time and it's been perfectly nice out, but I'm sure because I'm rushing out now it's going to get really nasty really fast. But we're not going far. We're just going to be fishing, you know, for local species, fluke, porgies, stripers, whatever decides to show up in the line. So hopefully it'll be a good time. Jig and gulp, jig and light stuff, the usual. If anything else changes, I'll let you know. And that's how it's going to go. So stay tuned because you know we're about to get some fishing accomplished. Okay, well, I 100% messed up and left all my backup GoPro batteries at home, so if this thing's going to be a video, I'm probably going to be leaving the camera off for a lot of this and only coming in if and when I'm getting on some action. But again, with the weather the way it is, I don't even know if I can stay in super long because there is the chance of thunderstorms. Not going super far today from launch. And yeah, we're just going to call it like we see it. So we got this camera that I'm wearing and my other one in front of me. So we'll make the most of that. Have to ration the energy. You know the drill. Let's see what we can do. All right, this looks like as good a spot as any to try. Definitely some life down there. All right, well, gotta start somewhere. Was not expecting the fluke to jump on, but we'll take them. See if there's any buddies down there. Probably a porgy, but could be a fluke. I feel like it's a small fluke. There he is. That's a sea robin. No, that's a fluke. That's a fluke. I'm going back and forth. I think it's a sea robin. Sea bass. That was not what I was thinking it was going to be. Cool though. It's like, what is this? Alright, little sea bass. That's cool. Get one much larger and I'll be contemplating something to keep today. Not really looking to keep anything. Wow, that was fast. This feels like a sea robin. Of course, of course. We knew you were down there. Yeah, so as I remarked earlier in the video, I forgot my backup GoPro batteries, so basically I just had to be very strategic about how I film things. Because I only had two batteries, the one that was already on my head and then the one in front of me that I eventually ended up switching from third to first person. Fortunately, it actually worked out fairly well because this day I did end up getting pushed out of the water early and I just so happened to get some of my better action, you know, from start to finish, right from the get-go, including the hook set, but there were a few occasions where that wasn't the case, so I do apologize in advance. There's a fluke, I think. It's feeling like a sea robin now. Nope. Yep, little fluke. Little fluke. You just spit something up. Feeding on probably like a little bagal or something. I don't know.
These off are gonna be like today. Tomorrow I have a dentist appointment, and then Thursday, Friday.
Ooh, that's a fluke.
Nice.
I was just about to turn the camera off too. Not a keeper, but better than the last ones I got.
Oh my God, it's big.
Yeah, but it's a good sign, especially during slack tide. This would have been a keeper way back in the day.
fluke. It's a good one. Decided to stand up in the kayak and it paid off. Yeah, we don't need to move. He's not huge, but nah, he's not big at all. But definitely fluke over here. Felt really good for a second.
That's little, man. I thought you had a hit.
It really felt it felt bigger than the last one.
Yeah, it did. They're getting bigger.
But he's a dank.
Bigger on your pull.
All right, well, that was fun standing up. It's been a while. It's not every day a fishing area this slacking. That's a fluke. Another short. Lots of little guys. Lots of washcloths. Keep working, we'll find a bigger one. This rub's seen better days. Another little fluke. A lot of fluke here. Just not any bigger ones yet.
Yeah, so I got in at dead low tide just as it was starting to bottom out and eventually come in. All I was finding was small fluke, which even that I was kind of, surprised about. I didn't expect to find much. So after getting a bunch of sea robins, I decided it was time to make a move and found some interesting stuff along the way.
Something nice moving through the middle right now. Let's see what we can do. Bass, blues, weakfish. Just got a tiny weakfish right up to the surface. I just marked a school of something really nice off this rock, and I don't think they're going to touch a gulp grub, so I threw a paddle shad on there. I'm just gonna kind of slowly troll and jig around this thing and see if I can get one of them to hit it. It's probably little bass, but it's worth a look, and honestly I don't think they'll hit it, but it's worth a try. All right, found him again. Let's see if we can make him hit this jerk shad or paddle shad. Doubtful, but possible. Got him. Wow, surprised that worked. Big weak fish. Nice. I knew it. I'll take it. Ooh. I'll take it. Change in presentation makes all the difference sometimes. Not huge, but very nice. Probably like a... Whoa. Well, we'll never know, but let's see if we can get a bigger one. All right, just got a nice little weak fish on the vertical jig. And we know he's not alone, so let's see if we can get another. There's one right under the boat. Got him. That's a better one. That's a good one. Jeez. Oh, it's a big weak fish. Yeah, I thought it was a bass for a sec. Yeah, it's a little bigger than the last one, I think. fish. Keep her in the net. Get a quick measure and get it right back. I'm guessing like 24 thereabouts. Oh, jeez, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. Simmer down now. Okay, so those weak fish were definitely a nice surprise and definitely a little unexpected, but what's definitely not unexpected is the Seltzer review of the day. And today we're going some kind of infused kombucha seltzer, aqua probiotic, raspberry lime. This is a new one, never tried this. It's definitely tastes a little bit of the kombucha. It's got some flavor, not overpowering. So if you're not super into the kombucha but want to, you know, test the waters, no pun intended, definitely check this out. And definitely while you're here, thank you for checking out this video. I'm hoping I can get a few more fish before we get pushed out of the water, but let's see what we can do. If you could like and subscribe while you're here, that would help me out so much. If not, no sweat. Let's get back on the action. All right, well, can't make the fluke touch the paddle shad here, but definitely the weak fish are into it. So let's see if we can get one or two more while we have the school here. If not, we can check out another piece of structure, see if we can find more. All right, I think I just marked another one, kind of off the main structure where I was seeing them before, but there's a lot of structure over here, so let's see if we can get them. I'm vertical jigging, but I'm kind of moving around at the same time just to cover some ground because these fish are moving. But yeah, marking them on the fish finder, and once I mark them, it seems like they're more than willing to cooperate if I can stay on top of them. All right. I couldn't get another weak fish in that one spot, but I think I found another area holding them. Looks like same kind of thing. Heavy rock structure, just kind of hanging around it. Let's see if we can make lightning strike twice.
Yeah, so there's a lot of structure in this particular area in terms of rocks and things like that. So that first area where I found that first school of weakfish, they were in a rocky area. So I tried to look for similar areas, most of which were slightly deeper. And I did find some fish holding, but it was nothing like before. I did have one or two strikes. I don't know if they were weak fish. They could have potentially been small bass. I'll never know because I didn't land them. And I thought I got them on video, but I guess not. Again, it was an off day for that. But eventually I ended up going back inshore as the weather started to get a little bit rougher. And then some interesting things happened.
Shooting with the second of my two GoPros right now. Back inshore. Trying with the fluke, but actually I'm marking what could potentially be weak fish again. I don't know if they'll hit this grub, but I don't really feel like changing back unless these things just don't go away. But yeah, I don't know how much battery I have on this thing, so hopefully I can get a little more footage out of this for today, make it a more proper fishing trip, especially now that the tide's moving. Additionally, thunderstorms should be rolling through any minute. I mean, I'm very close to shore. It will not be much work for me to get back in, but it'd be nice if we can get a few more fish. Well, there's definitely no shortage of these guys today. If you can get one that was like twice the size, would be in business, but happy to get something on the other end of the line. There we go. What do we have? Porgy. Of course. Of course. I'd like to get some big ones, but not happening. What is this? Looking for slabs, catching babies. Let's go restart that drift. All right, I maybe have like 1 or 2 drifts left in me, maybe 3. I rechecked the forecast. Now they're pushing thunderstorms back to 3 o'clock and it's 1:30, so I don't want to push my luck too much. Again, I'm really close to launch, but let's not have to put the kayak up when it's downpouring, even if it doesn't happen, just because can't even get that much footage today anyways. But it would be nice to end on 1 or 2 more nice fish. So let's see what we can do here in this area in the meantime. Missed that hook set, but I think we got another fluke. Yeah, it's definitely a fluke. Not a big one, but certainly an improvement. And there he goes. Back down. Got something under us right now. Could be weakfish, could be bluefish. I don't know if they'll hit this, but it's worth a try. Come on. Just give it a shot. You'll like it. Oh, that might be my shot. Come on, come on, come on. One of them's looking at it. Maybe, probably not, but maybe. Come on. Got him. Got him. No! Oh, that was my chance. Dang it. Let's see if we can get him to come back. Come on. One more. That's all we want. One more. Oh, it's a fluke. Huh. It's definitely not what I think I had before. It's not a bad one. Might actually be a keeper. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's a legal fish. Let's see if Mike wants them. Let's see. Not quite, actually. Just a hair over 18, just about 18, so you're going back. Okay, just got a decent fluke. Not sure if that's what we missed the first time, but it seems like these fish are still holding in this area, whatever they are, and I'm confident they could be weakfish. They're doing what those other fish were doing before. The way they're streaking on the fish finder. Give this one more shot, especially if we don't see those fish anymore. We didn't mark them on the last drift. There's one. Come on. See, the reason I don't think they're porgies is because they're all over the water column. Like, they might be bass, they could be weakfish. I just don't think they're porgies. Could be bluefish, obviously. Though I feel like I'd hook one if they were. Finally. Oh, damn. It's probably a striper. Damn. Just want to know what they are. That's all I want to know. If I get one, I'll be good. And I know there's a bunch of them, so let's see if we can try again. Right over them right now. Come on. One more shot. Let's go. Just hooked another and it got off. He's got to be Weakfish. Like, look at that.
Well, as much as I'd like to end this video with me catching one of these fish, unfortunately I had to cut it pretty soon after this clip, just because the weather, as you can probably tell, is getting nastier and nastier, and it was clear thunderstorms were coming, and they did come. So after this, I packed it in. I had a few more hits that didn't come on camera, but I'm pretty sure they were weak fish, just with the way they were. I don't think they were bluefish because they weren't destroying my lures. And I really wanted to get one, but it didn't happen, so I'll have to save them for next time. But a good time for a short video. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one. Of course, goodbye from Fishin'.